events and issues shaping our community. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
They aren't old enough to drive a car, but they're published authors, and they wrote this book. Hannah Imberman and Kira Feldman are Girl Scouts that are spearheading a compilation of memories about Miami Marine Stadium, which is now designated as one of the 11 most endangered historic places in the U.S. Here to talk about the project, Hannah and Kira. And thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, did this start off as a Girl Scout project?
Yes.
In what way?
That was our Silver Ward project, and we wrote that book because of Terry D'Amico, actually. We met with her, and she really inspired us about MIMO. And so we walked around.
MIMO is short for what?
Miami Modern Architecture.
Okay, okay.
It's a design style from the 1950s and 60s, and it's also known as post-war architecture. And we walked around Bay Harbor countless times in the sweltering Miami heat and looked for buildings that we liked. And we wrote down the facts about them. We looked up their architects, the year they were built, and we took pictures of them and sold advertisements and did the book ourselves. Now,
how did you graduate into Miami Marine Stadium?
Well, actually, with the MIMO Mania, we met a lot of people. From the MIMO Mania, we were published in a brochure called the Dade Heritage Days, which is, it's
like a series of events in March to May that have something to do with history in Miami-Dade County. Okay. So it's got like Art Deco walks and...
Okay, Dade Heritage Days.
Yes.
We went through that before.
Yes.
You go to these really nice old buildings and give you the history behind it.
Yeah, so that's what you're
And so Miami Marine Stadium is out there all by itself, and you got a brand new appreciation for that.
Yes.
So through them, we met Don and Nina Worth, and they told us about their friends. They're part of Friends of the Marine Stadium, and they asked us if we could help them, and we said, sure, we'd love to. And they said, well, we want to write a book, and we said, okay. And they said, well, we want to write a book about memories at the Marine Stadium. So that's how we started.
We might add that your dad is vice mayor of the city of Surfside.
Yeah.
And did you get involved in this thing through your parents?
My parents are very into history in Miami in general, and they took a course with a man named Randall Robinson, who was the co-coiner of the term MIMO. And they took the tour about MIMO, and they just couldn't stop raving about it.
Well, here's Miami Marine Stadium in its heyday, and you see powerboat races taking place there, and it I guess is in a state of disrepair. But the beauty of the stadium is it overlooks the skyline of Miami. It's a beautiful view.
Amazing. Yeah.
And there's a restoration process right now going on. And how are you involved in that?
Well, we go to the events and we talk to people. We're kind of a publicity stunt in ourselves.
We're spreading awareness about the restoration of the Marine Stadium, how in bad condition it is, and people do love the Marine Stadium, love all the memories. So we want them to realize that it can be amazing again. And
this is the way it's going to look after it's restored.
Oh no, that's how it looks now.
Oh, that's how it looks now.
All the graffiti covering it.
It's all
okay, I see.
And out in front, there used to be a box office where people could purchase tickets to shows.
A lot of graffiti around there.
It's collapsed.
It's completely collapsed. And
almost every inch is covered in graffiti.
Yeah, every part of the stadium. And it's almost like it's become part of the history now.
Now this is what it looks like in the future.
That's what we want it to look like. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, and you, I guess, you're passionate about this, aren't you? And you've got this passion because of all your involvement.
We both grew up in Miami, and they told us about the Marine Stadium, and we had no idea what it was. And my parents thought it was sad because they grew up at the Marine Stadium, and I didn't know what it was.
Okay, so both of you are going to be congratulated. I'm sure you're going to get a big award from the Girl Scouts on this one.
I hope so.
This hour's Newsmakers showed us how they're working to restore the Miami Marine Stadium. You can learn about other South Florida hotspots by watching Best of the City on Comcast Channel 1 On Demand under Get Local. I'm Spiro Cannon.